Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mighty, and today we're watching America's Next Top Model. Oh, last time we watched the first episode of the entire show and a mess. They invited all these finalists to then only pick 8 and then do another nationwide search to find 2 more. I don't, what's the point of that? I feel like a lot of them weren't even actual finalists. They were just there to add different types of personalities and have filler time within the episode, because you saw one of them got picked because she was saying things like my blossoming breasts. She was just there to be their little clown, because we saw how quickly they kind of went through all of them. That's usually how it goes with these type of shows. They'll show a little bit of the actual finalists, and then they'll say, and then we had some that were not so ready to be models, and then they'll show this this long montage of just silliness and just embarrassing things that they asked these girls to do. And then we saw their living situation, which some of the girls are just sharing these little weird pull-out beds. And then we saw them get bikini waxes. I didn't have a problem necessarily with the bikini waxing, but it's just the fact that the camera was panning so far down. I don't need to see that. And then we got to the photo shoot. The photo shoot was probably the worst photo shoot I've ever seen in my life. It just made no sense. And it was just really annoying to me, even though I wasn't even a model there, to have Tyra in a coat and hat and gloves and be like, oh my god, it's so cold out here. Yeah, so why are we in bikinis? And then we have bikinis with snow in the background and this cold city. You can tell when New York is cold. It's this weird vibe that New York gives. It's very grayish. What are you doing? Go to the beach and take these pictures. And then on top of that, the pictures were from here down. If I'm not uploading a picture with my head cropped on my Instagram, why are we putting pictures of models with their heads cropped in magazines? And the photographer was not helpful. His little assistant was not helpful. They were just mean. He made a comment about Shannon's skin being leathery. It's not. It's very bold for him to say anything about literally anybody. And something I also noticed while I was editing is that Janice says things with her chest until Tyra disagrees with it, and then she kind of reels it back. So she made the comment about, why would you put your... First of all, Janice said this. Why would you put your thumbs through your bikini bottoms? Tyra was like, okay, but I did that in Sports Illustrated. I'm insulted you would say something like that. And she was like, well, no, not you, her. She backpedals a lot when it insults Tyra. You can just tell. And then the judging was in this weird, tiny little room. They were literally this. Yeah, your picture was horrible. It was actually the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. There was no structure to this elimination at all. They didn't really give Tessa a reason why she was eliminated either. I didn't really get that when I was watching it. Also, we didn't see it in this episode, but as we go on, we're gonna see Tyra kind of slowly start to go up while the girls go down, so that we kind of see this dynamic that she's up here, you're here, and you're talking up to her as if she's this angel that you're praying to, because she's giving you this chance. You'll start to see in the later seasons. I'm surprised they didn't do it in this one. Okay, those are my thoughts from the last episode. I probably should have done that at the end of the other video, but I didn't notice it until I was editing. I was like, oh my god, this is really wild. Okay, this is episode 2. This is called The Girl Is Here to Win, Not Make Friends. Okay, these name titles are so ridiculous. I had to compile the entire list of every single episode when I was deciding to make this a series on my channel, and the names are just horrendous. I'm not even including them in the title anymore because I can't.
A bikini wax prepares the girls for their first
Ew, they're showing it again.
An outdoor swimsuit shoot on the coldest day of the year.
For no reason. Y'all could have gone inside.
Tessa from Chicago is asked to leave.
9 girls remain. Who will be eliminated tonight?
Also, we saw confessionals during elimination, which we don't really see in later seasons. Kind of this whole segment.
And they're definitely fitting in, so I'm excited.
Is this how the confessionals are going to be this season? Just in the room, just stand in front of the wall?
There are times that I felt very uncomfortable because I am an academic and I love being an academic. I love science.
I mean, I like science too, but I'm not going to be talking about science in my everyday life.
Robin actually showed me this Bible verse. Foolish is the man who says there is no God. That was a really forward thing to do. I don't believe in God, and it was offensive.
So a few points about this. I think she's making it a point that she's an academic and others are not, and she is outside of her element. She's saying she likes science. You don't have to just talk about science. I think she's being really dramatic with the science thing. We get it. However, for Robin to give her that Bible verse saying foolish is the man who doesn't believe in God, I think it was something like that. I think there's a different way to approach somebody who doesn't believe in your religion, and it's not to call them foolish. Pushes them further away. I know most people of faith want to spread their faith. I don't want to say it's fine or whatever, but I think once someone has made it clear that they're not interested, you should leave them alone. I don't see Elyse trying to convince Robin that there is no God and that she should be an atheist just like her. So I think it should go both ways. If she's not bothering you about her beliefs, you shouldn't be bothering her about your beliefs. That's all I'm going to say about it for now. We'll see how it continues.
The girl that thinks that she's sexy, but she ain't. This next one is what I call the church fashion show.
Her top is so ugly. Not anybody was actually laughing at that. I don't believe it.
His name is Jay Alexander. Come out here, Jay.
Oh, I love Jay Alexander. I think they were probably like one of the most fun things about watching the show. They actually gave good advice.
Adrian has the right elements. Watch her fancy footwork.
I know nothing about like Runway or anything like that. Shannon. Sometimes I'd be thinking like, ooh, that's not a good walk. And then someone would be like, yeah, no, it's amazing. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know anything.
Walk like it's for sale and the rent is due tonight. I'm going to show you how to walk in a tight skirt.
I need to learn how to walk in a tight skirt. It always rides up, and it's the worst night ever.
You need a pair of high heels, because that may change the way you walk as well.
Walking down the runway with Jay next to me is difficult because it seems like most of the information that we get from him is in the facial expressions, which we can't see when we're staring straight forward.
I feel like no. That was completely wrong. I feel like he tells you exactly how to walk.
If I don't win
He
this contest,
said don't
start medical
do
school in August.
that.
That's a lot of work.
Does that make sense?
I know.
But her dream is to become a doctor. And it's like, well, why are you here? That really, really pisses me off.
Something I've noticed as we watch reality TV is that the people on it start to kind of play very heavily into production's games, start to critique the girls if they're not listening to production, as if they're production themselves. At Giselle, you've said it yourself, age is a big factor in the modeling world. You cannot do this forever. So yes, she has a backup plan. I don't see why you can't like both.
I think I performed really, really poorly, and I'm not used to being incapable at anything.
Jay Alexander said that she should get heels so it can
not
change
have
her
the
walk
will
drastically.
to walk in the catwalk like I give a damn. Holy, I don't want to be a model. I can't. And it's so relevant.
Oh.
Eliminate me. Do it.
Okay, yeah, so then why are you here? I mean, it wouldn't piss me off that you're here. I'd just be like, you can go home. You're complaining. You have a solution. You're not using a solution. Therefore, you just want to complain about it. I don't want to hear you complain about it. Either leave or don't. But don't complain about having to do something that you're choosing to stay for.
It's a bag of clothing with the name on it. You have 3 different changes.
This is on printer paper.
And one of you will be rewarded with a night on the town with Wyclef Jean in the recording studio.
But what does that do for me? I mean, maybe it's like fun for them. I feel like later seasons it was more like just modeling focused.
When we were backstage, I took my stuff off. I was buck naked. I had to get into my clothes and I had to do it in 30 seconds.
Oh my god, why are they showing it? They're not even trying to blur it.
My red shirt that I was supposed to keep open, which if you just walk, it'll just show the whole world everything, and I didn't feel comfortable with that.
They're gonna cook her for sure.
Hurry up!
Oh, wow. She looks so good in that. I'm honestly surprised they picked her because of her tattoo. I feel like they're so picky with tattoos. This outfit.
This dress looks actually nice on you.
Their outfit.
Frankly, this dress is hideous, and I am so glad that I don't own it.
That is an ugly ass dress.
Most of the tasks that we had to do not rely at all on intelligence. And being smarter than the other girls doesn't give me any advantage.
Bro, drag, we get it. You're going to medical school. How do you know you're more intelligent than them? Just because you know about science? I know about science. I'm not smarter than literally everyone I know.
I don't want you to go alone, so you get to choose 3 friends.
Oh my god.
3? Oh, so who cares if you won? We're all going.
I think Emily took the runway show down a lot harder than most.
Her jaw was clenched. She didn't say a word to anybody for once.
Elyse is getting me so tight. This is gonna be so tight.
Okay, Miss Elyse doesn't want to talk. She's busy.
Alienation from the other girls really affects my desire to be in the competition.
So leave.
I feel the same way, so like I really want to do the same.
There are the most vapid conversations you've ever experienced going on.
She hates Adrian.
Adrian, stop interrupting me. Stop quoting Jay and Silent Bob right next to my ear. I've had enough of you. Robin, how dare you show me that foolish is the atheist Bible verse this morning and ask me what do I think of it? What am I supposed to think of it? You know what I think of you? Foolish is a woman who believes that damn tripe. Giselle, you worthless. You're so wasteful, bitchy, stupid. You're worthless. Your parents must be ashamed of you. Jay, you offended me today. I know that medical school is hard work. How could I possibly not be aware of that? It takes a ass to cover every seat, you slice. Katie, I don't believe a word that comes out of your mouth. You're the most insincere person I've ever met. Damn it, let me die. You bitches.
Is she for real right now? Okay, let's go back to everything she said. The second Adrian laid down next to her, she was like, bye, let me go make this confessional, just talking shit about literally every person. I just feel like she's being super rude to them for no reason. So she's upset because Adrian keeps quoting Jay and Silent Bob to her right in her ear and keeps interrupting her. Did you think this was like America's Next Top Med Student? It's America's Next Top Model, girl. We're like having fun. We're not here to talk about medical school with you. I was pre-med when I first started college because I wanted to be in debt for the rest of my life for some reason, and oh my gosh, she just reminds me of those people that just always thought they were better than everyone else. Those conversations were just so hard to listen to, just putting literally everyone else down around them. I would much rather hear Adrian tell me Jay and Silent Bob quotes than have a pre-med student acting as if they're God's gift to the earth because they got a 99 on the test. Robin, I mean, I kind of get why are you showing me that? Okay, thanks. I don't think saying that she is foolish for believing in, what did she say? Tripe? I don't think that's fair either. You know, some people have their faith and that's what they choose to believe in. So it goes both ways. Kind of sound like a hypocrite there. She insulted the shit out of Giselle. I didn't think that she did not like Giselle that much. She's not my favorite. So she called her worthless, wasteful, stupid, and bitchy. For what? And then she said that Jay offended her. You got offended because he said, ooh, medical school's hard. My boyfriend is a doctor. Isn't that not what he said? You're getting offended because someone told you that? Like, I would understand if maybe they said, are you sure you can get into med school? I can understand getting offended at that, but because they said medical school is hard, no one's denying your intelligence. Who hurt you, girl? No one's denying the fact that you don't understand that medical school is hard. He just made a comment. All these things, they're right outside that door, girl. You feel that bold, you're more than welcome to say something. Yeah, no, I didn't like this whole little thing she went on. It was just so unnecessary. She thinks that she's better. What's wilder is that she didn't even get into medical school yet. She's just applying.
I am applying to medical school.
Do you know how easy it is for you to get rejected from medical school and you're talking like this about other people as if you're up here?
Girl.
So unnecessary. That was actually embarrassing.
Going to Wyclef Jean's recording studio. I'm so excited.
I wouldn't be excited about this. I don't know. I'd be like, no, girl, you guys can pick literally anybody else. I'm good. I don't want to go.
Emergency letter. Let me read it.
Do we have to wait for everybody?
Yeah. No, we don't. We're here.
What do you mean?
Ladies, you'll be undertaking your photo shoot with Stuff Magazine.
6:30 in the morning.
Ladies,
Yo, she is so irritable. She almost punched her in the face because she interrupted her.
Hey, I'm going to get them, Great, fabulous. You be the angel for today. I said I would not have went downstairs to tell them.
It's really nice of them to go downstairs and tell them because that way they can not get trashed and then they have time to get ready in the morning.
I'm absolutely thrilled. It's the best time ever.
Here we go.
They for sure made her say that.
I feel so bad for the girls that are backing them because they would probably love this.
I don't think so.
No.
you ain't showing nothing but your butt.
Today the girls didn't talk about medical school with me.
I'm not perfect, and I'm nowhere near it. I have a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do.
I really like her. This is so embarrassing. I'm so sorry. I can't watch people dancing like this.
Ebony was planning on keeping to herself. The Tyra mail was saying that we had a staff photo shoot today.
Interesting. You take what you want to take from that, but
That's fine.
Wow.
I'm not upset about it at all because I know I'm going to do a great job.
Why would you admit that? Wow, that for sure was like production because they put it there after they left.
The competitive person did not come down there. The Christian person came down
All
there.
right.
There it is.
Let you know, I don't understand how anybody can not analyze that from step one. Did I make that very clear?
Robin started singing.
I didn't really understand what was really going on with that either.
Excuse me. That's what I'm talking about.
Excellent.
I'm talking and you singing in the middle of me talking, Robin.
What the fuck is going on?
And Lord, I ask that you remove
Is Elyse
any negative
there?
anything that is not like you.
I mean, Elyse is like participating even though she doesn't believe.
Pure and whole, Jesus.
Is she crying?
I was really emotional during the prayer because I was so uncomfortable with the entire situation.
What?
All of those other things that are of demonic presence. And Lord, you don't even have to believe.
Sorry. Oh my god. If I was Ebony, I would have interrupted the prayer just to like be petty since she interrupted my point of view. Also, I want to take a look at where the confessionals are happening because that's the one thing I realized, like confessionals get manipulated a lot.
Just, you know, make different facial expressions. Try raising one eyebrow. Try, you know, this and this. And I'll just...
I can't raise an eyebrow.
A little bit, come around to me.
The pictures that I've taken in the past were more in the...
She loves smiling. No one smiles in like high fashion shots.
I love the blonde girl. I think she was great.
Did you say I love the blonde girl?
Beautifully present the whole time.
Why are they taking pictures together?
I really wasn't sure if I was doing it right.
She was very aware of almost everything about herself.
Didn't she say when they were looking at the magazine like, oh, that's only your butt, and then she does the same exact pose?
You ain't showing nothing but your butt.
Okay. That photo shoot looked better than the rooftop one. That was terrible.
One of you will be eliminated.
Ooh, who do I think is gonna be the bottom? I have no idea. I'm so bad at these. Maybe Katie and Nicole?
Was so inappropriate.
Why did you
honest, I
participate?
kind of blocked it all out. It was my own prayer.
But what the other girls don't know is that I'm maybe starting to take the competition more seriously than I'm letting on.
Oh, is that why you're like, oh, send me home. Send me home. But you're not telling them that. You're telling us that. And I don't want to watch you if you just don't want to be here.
The second cut.
And they always change the aspect ratio when it gets to this. It like becomes a rectangle instead of a square. Why?
We will be judging your runway walk and your photos. And once again, we've got our panel of expert judges to evaluate your progress.
We love the voiceovers. I don't know why they like think that we can't notice. I notice it immediately when someone does a voiceover.
All right, Robin, let's look at your best Polaroid from the shoot.
Beautiful.
They're not even showing us the pictures. They're probably terrible.
The arm across your stomach is pushing your breasts together to make them even more breasty.
It's a great picture. I think it's very sexy. I think I'm a little biased.
I don't like hand on hip poses. I don't know why. Maybe because I used to do them like in middle school, my little dresses.
I think the photograph is absolutely beautiful.
These look so bad.
I really love
Maybe because they're so like zoomed in. I don't know, but they look so bad to me.
Face looks great. I love how the light is hitting your cheekbone.
I can't with this fucking room. It looks so bad.
I love the way you're holding your face 3/4 to the camera.
Where did they shoot this? Like an office?
In this shot, you look really sexy.
I don't like this picture, Katie. I think it cheapens you. I think it just makes you look like...
I think it's an amazing photo. I think you have a great body.
She's greatly improved. I'm still on the...
Nicole, in, out, in.
You're still on... What? They're cutting them off way too much.
The judges have reached a decision. There are 9 of you left.
This is so not serious. I can't. This little room.
Nicole.
Oh, I was wrong.
Congratulations.
Ebony and Katie?
The next name I'm going to call is Ebony.
Oh my god, I keep getting them wrong. So, Kissy and Katie?
I'm feeling like I don't even know what's going on. I don't know. I'm feeling crazy. Just like my mind is going everywhere.
the confessionals in between, and they never do confessionals in between or even after. So that confessional was definitely from like a different day. Oh, I gotta write the third time. Is Kissy going because they were like, oh, she looks so much like Tyra.
Kissy, congratulations.
Oh my god, I got it wrong again.
Standing next to Katie, she is so beautiful. It's gonna get harder and harder every time we have to say goodbye to somebody.
Okay, that episode was very dramatic for no reason. I feel like the storyline they're trying to get Elyse in is that she's so smart, that she's like pretending that she doesn't want to be here because she's so smart and she's just outsmarting everyone. The girls have nothing to do with you being here or not. If I'm a competitor, I'm not saying, okay, then go home because I am like falling into your trap. I'm saying go home because you're complaining about being here. And the fake drama that they try to make, I feel really bad for Ebony because I feel like Ebony was like, I'm not going downstairs to tell them. Like, what if they left already? And also, I don't want to go downstairs and tell them. It's not my fault that production put this note out after everyone left. I didn't like the fact that everyone ganged up on Ebony in this episode and they didn't even let her say it from her perspective. She wasn't really the best at explaining her perspective, but like for Robin to talk over her by singing and making it seem like she's trying to pray away the hate. No, you're just cutting somebody off. Also, a quick disclaimer, I mentioned this in my Bad Girls Club video, but I forgot to mention it in this video. When I watch these shows, I understand that reality TV is super produced and edited in such a way they can make you look like the worst person in the entire world. I know that, so I'm not looking at anybody on the show as a real person. I'm more looking at them as a character that the show is portraying them as. So I know things can be manipulated and made seem as a different way than they really are, so I would never want to be a source of hate towards a specific person. When I'm saying I don't like somebody or don't like what they're doing, I am talking about the character that they're getting portrayed as. I'm not talking about them personally because I do not know them personally. Probably the only person I don't really see as a character is Tyra so far because she is an executive producer, so she has some type of pull with the way she's being presented. She's really still not presented too likable once you kind of dissect exactly what she's doing. Everything said in any of my videos are about the things that they say and them as a character. So let's just keep that in mind when we're watching this. I would love to hear what you thought, and I will see you next time. Bye!